Hey guys, Thrasher here, and today we're talking about the new hard mode in Dragon Ball Legends. Is it worth running? What kind of drops does it have? What kind of team do you need to actually run these missions? We'll talk about it all, right now. Okay, first things first. Hard mode is the second difficulty setting in this game. There will eventually be 4, and we only have hard mode for Part 1, Book 1 of the main story, so there will be more coming. Now, let's get into what exactly you get for doing hard mode and what you need to beat these missions. So, if you look at these missions, I want to mention a couple things. These are the best experience options in the game, so if you can complete these missions, this is the fastest way to level your units up outside of the Cybermen Experience once a day event. So, other than doing that, this is the best way to level up. The other thing to note is the difference in experience from Book 1 Chapter 4 down to Book 1 Chapter 1 is very, very minimal. It's something like 5%. I believe it's like 8,100 experience up here and like 7,990 down here, something similar to that. So it's pretty much the same amount of experience no matter which one you do. So you should prioritize these based on 2 things. 1, which units you have to counter the units that you're going to fight to help you get through it faster, and 2, the actual drops in these specific missions that you need. Now, there is no red Super Soul 2 that drops from any of these missions. We'll go through the drops real quick. This one mainly drops these purple Rising Souls, but it does have the option to drop the yellows and the reds. The other great thing about these new missions is that these adventures right here are rank 2 adventures, so that can give you more milk cartons to help you level your units up faster. Okay, so let's go back and look at the other option here. And the other thing to keep in mind is this is really what matters. Make sure that you're bringing units that can counter these and blow through these as quickly as possible if you're doing it for leveling purposes. Obviously, the rewards are important. One other thing to note is these 4 missions drop Super Soul 2s at a much higher rate than all the older missions, but they don't have a red Super Soul 2 drop, and they don't have a purple Super Soul 2 drop. So if you need either of those, you're going to have to get it from the older missions, so you can't run these to do it. One more thing to mention as we go through these is that even though it's, in some cases, depending on your team makeup, if you're leveling certain units, it may tell you your team's not strong enough to fight it yet, but they may be. So let's kind of go through what you need to really beat these. On this specific one, Book 1 Chapter 3, I can pretty much solo this with just my level 1000 Sparking Vegeta, because he's got type advantage over these 2 units. He blows through them real fast, no problem. And then I use a Rising Rush on this unit, and it pretty much doesn't matter who I use for the rest of my units. So I bring my Sparking Vegeta to just pretty much roll through it, and then I bring one unit that's not absolutely underpowered, so maybe a level 600 or 700 unit that I'm leveling, just in case something happens to my Vegeta. I can finish the event off, because I'll easily have both the greens dead and the red will be close to dead, or I've got the red and a green dead and I just happen to have my Vegeta die. It can kind of mop it up. So that's really all you need for this one. The other 3 chapters in this are considerably harder to just bring in one unit, just because they're so color different. And a level 1000 should be able to kill 3 level 800 units, but if you get caught in a long combo or something, they could die. So my suggestion is bring a level 1000 unit that's built to chew through whichever one you're doing. Bring a mid-level unit that you're obviously leveling, but is not so under-leveled that they can't help, and then your third option shouldn't matter. Now, if you have a level, say, 800 unit that is type advantage to these guys, the other 2, as long as they're type advantaged, like an 800 and 2 600s can still beat these, but it's gonna be hard. Like you're gonna have to try. Another good example is, let's say that your best unit is a level 1000 red unit. Maybe you've got the Super Saiyan Goku. You would go back and you would do this Book 1 Chapter 2 right here, but you need to bring another unit to kind of counter this level 751 blue unit, because he's going to counter your Super Saiyan Goku. You could try to chew through him with just your Goku, but there's a chance that he may kill you. So I would probably bring sort of a backup plan unit. Just a level 600 green unit should take care of it, just in case something happens. But he'll easily chew through these 2 without you even thinking about it. So that's sort of where you want to be as you go through these. But if you have full type advantage over all the units and you're spec'd properly, you can easily beat all these events with level 700 units is no problem. So let's go back here, and I just want to recap that these are easily doable if you've got 3 level 700 units with proper type advantage. You can definitely do them if you have a level 1000 unit, and then you've got a level 600 to 700 that can sort of make up for the weaknesses of whatever your level 1000 unit is. And like I said before, if you're going to farm these and you're farming them for experience, just pick the one that's optimized for the units you have with type advantage. If you're farming them for the Super Soul 2, all the Super Soul 2s are available except for purple and red through here. And the other thing that you can really farm out of these is the milk cartons, which are great for training. And that's really all there is to these new heart events. If you guys have any questions, make sure to throw them down below. If you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.